Hello, hello, people. Great to see you. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Richard Bork here, aka Rab. Very nice sunny afternoon on a Saturday. Gotta love those sunny afternoons. As we know, we're in Ottawa, Canada, Gatineau, Quebec, right next to the border of Quebec and Ontario. And I can tell you that in a few weeks from now, it's not going to be that warm anymore. We know that whole man winter is coming our way, and it's going to be getting colder quite fast. So you'll have to excuse some probable technical difficulties. As you can see, the live feed is a bit different today. I am testing out a new applications for the live feed because I want to be able to have better interaction with the people that are live and to follow through and ask questions. And even in the future, I'm looking at inviting some guests so we can do some co-live broadcasts at the same time. So I've been toying around with some technical options that we have out there that can help us broadcast better and so on. So hopefully this will be a good test today. And don't feel free to put your comments in there. I like to see what people are saying and be able to interact with you. And just shout out where you're calling from and coming from and what's the weather over there. And we'll get started in a few seconds here. Grab yourself a nice glass of water, a juice, a smoothie, whatever your preference is. It's mid-afternoon for me, so I'm having a nutty protein smoothie. And actually, let me do this. If you see this video, share it with your friends. If you see this video and you would like to get my recipe for this amazing nutty protein smoothie that's perfect for the afternoon because it kills all the cravings and it really sustains you till your dinner time, send me a personal message and I'll send it up for you for free. It's easy to do and extremely good. This one's got a chocolate powder protein in there on top of that. So if you're a chocolate lover, that will do the case. All right. So question today was, is juicing or drinking smoothie good for you? And the reason I used that title today is based on a communication I had on Thursday with somebody from Texas that got back to me, said a bit distraught that their doctor really played down the fact that she was taking one juice a day. You hear me here? One juice a day. That was a bad thing. And her juice was cucumber, kale, celery, ginger, lemon, and an apple. Now, she asked again, why is that bad for me? Because what I'm eating or drinking are fresh fruits and vegetables. I can't even talk today. Doctor and no answer for that. Just don't do that. It's really bad for you. No. This person is overweight. She has fibromyalgia. She has energy problems. She has a lot of issues with her health where she's not sleeping well. And she's starting to get back on the right side of town, trying to do some good things in her body. And her doctor discouraged her on that. Now, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not an expert. All I know, though, is that what I teach people, what I repeat all the time, because I like sharing what I've learned in the last 5 years, because how it has helped me lose 40 pounds, improve my cholesterol, my blood sugar, my blood pressure, all the issues that I had. All that I do is I share based on experience. And also, like I say, a lot of times I share based on logic. Some basic logic, common sense. Don't need to have a PhD to understand some of these things, right? And I'm going to try and say smiley the whole time and not get mad at this, because sometimes it does bring out the beast in me when people say things that just make no sense. Drinking one juice a day. I understand if the person is straight going, never drank a juice, never did a smoothie, barely eats fresh fruits and vegetables and salads and things like that, and goes on a 30-day juice only binge, right? I understand why a medical doctor would say whoa. That's a bit much. Be careful, right? You have a lot of ailments. You have a lot of pills you're taking. You have all these things. We need to ease into it, right? Which is what she was doing, which is what she is doing right now because she's not listening. Because she said it makes no sense. Am I right? I said, yeah, you're right. At the end of the day, what she's doing is she's ensuring that she's getting more fresh fruits and vegetables in her body every day. When I was a kid, I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, one of the key things I kept hearing all the time was eat all your vegetables. Eat all your vegetables, right? So there's some common sense there that Mother Nature gives us everything we need and those fresh fruits and vegetables and the nuts and the seeds and so forth. Those are the basic elements of our nutrition. Over the decades, we have commercialized nutrition to the point where a lot of our foods at night and at lunch and at breakfast, when you look at that plate, there's nothing alive in there anymore. A lot of it is things that sugar and salt and a lot of fibers. It's very hard to digest. It's just not good nutrition. It fills you. I always say that, right? It fills you. It doesn't feed you, right? And the body is a very stupid machine, a very unique, amazing machine that does everything to survive. But everything you put in there, it will take it in. No, unless it's really bitter or really bad for it, and they will throw it out. But most of the time, it will take it in and it will do its best to do something with it. And that's how we lose control. That's how we get pains everywhere. That's how we get heavy. That's how we get lethargic and lose our energy. The body is still trying to do what you're giving to them, right? So we have to be smarter, and that's why I say you always have to feed your brain first. Be logical. Look at some documentaries, look at some YouTube channels, look at some of these videos. Don't take what I say for granted. Don't say, oh, yeah, Richard said that, Rab said that. That's great. We'll do that. Challenge me and go on the internet and look at other source of information and see if it stands true. See if other people have had the same experience as I had. There's millions of people nowadays that are doing this. It's not a fad. This started in the 40s, for God's sakes. A fad is something that happened last summer. It's not here anymore. That's a fad. Something has been around since the 40s and is getting even more traction today. It's not a fad. It's people catching up to the good sense of it. All right. I mean, in the 60s, if you were nervous, if you're anxious, if you were gaining weight, if you had acne, all types of issues, a lot of medical doctors would tell you, start smoking. Logical? In those days, for some reason, that made sense. Makes no sense today, but that made sense back then. So challenge some logic out of that, and use. I find there's one thing that we have nowadays that we didn't have 20 years ago, right? When I was growing up and all that, is that with all this social media, we have this vehicle that sometimes is used wrongly, is used in a very bad way, a lot of negative and things like that. But we have this vehicle nowadays where we can communicate with others. We can ask questions. We can share our experience and say, this is what's happening to me. This is how I'm reacting to this. And you can get feedback right away. Again, you have to use your common sense. You have to look at where the feedback is coming from. You have to look at how much of the same type of feedback are you getting. If everybody's saying the same thing, likely there's something there. But use those vehicles to communicate, and that's the reason why I started this Facebook page. One is to share what I've learned over the last 5 years and how I benefited from it, and at the same time give a vehicle for people to interact. Because one thing that I really understood in the last 5 years, I was going through the phases of changing my lifestyle, is that doing it with others and having the support of others, even if it's people you never met before. Sometimes even better when it's people you never met before, because the people that know you best don't like when you change, right? People that know you best will say, why are you doing that? No, I like you the way you are. Yeah, but I'm not healthy. Yeah, I know, but what you're doing is scaring me. You're doing something totally different, right? And sometimes the people that don't know you will accept the fact that you're striving to do something different or trying to do something better for yourself. So do that. I mean, and reach out and do connect. I'll go back to the logic of what I when I talked to this lady on Thursday. If I would be sitting at a table right now and I would be eating a piece of celery, a piece of cucumber, a piece of an apple, some a salad, kale, and lettuce and things like that. Why in the world would a medical professional, unless I'm allergic to this thing, unless it's something really unique to my body, my DNA, that this will be causing something harm for me? I would say 99% of humans, if they eat that, they will gain something valuable, that's positive, that's good for their cells, that's good for their health. So whether you're eating it or you're drinking thing, body you're doing is you're taking that big fiber out of the cell, it into your compost, into your garden, or making cookies for your dog with it or whatever. But you're drinking the liquid, the vitamins and nutrients are coming out of it. So there's no way that is bad for you. And there's no medical professional that will make me believe that unless they can really prove it. Facts, people, facts. And facts talks a million times, right? And for me, I have 5 years of daily routines of fact that I can tell you that it works, that I tell you that it makes you feel better, that I tell you that it cleans your body. I can tell you that you lose the 40 pounds that you had, and it's not coming back. It's not coming back. 40 pounds gone. It was coming back all the time before, not coming back anymore. Last 5 years, not there. Cholesterol, bad cholesterol, way up, no more. Good cholesterol, way down, no more. Blood sugar, way up, no more. My blood pressure, when I had my heart problem in 2011, my blood pressure hit 194 over 120. Even with the pills I was taking, the 4 pills I was taking after I had my angioplasty and everything, and the 4 pills, my blood pressure was still around 150, 155 over 98, 101, always high, always high, right? Started juicing a year after that, a little bit at a time for 3 months. Then started doing the 3-day and so forth, but juicing once a day, minimum. Either a protein shake, either a smoothie, either a juice, a minimum once a day, sometimes more than once a day. Today, this is my third juice slash smoothie slash protein shake, right? And tonight, who knows? But by doing that, my counts are normal. My blood pressure right now, the problem I'm having right now, and I'm being very honest with you guys, there'll be probably a really good video at the end of the week, and watch out for that one. I go see my cardiologist. Nowadays, it's once a year. Before that, in the first few years after 2011, I was going every 3-4 months, to make sure everything was okay, and I was not reacting negatively to the side effects of all the pills I was taking and so forth. Over time, he's taken those pills away. I'm down to 1 pill now. The problems I've been having, though, with that 1 pill is that my high blood pressure is no more high blood pressure. My problem today is I'm having a low blood pressure issue. And that's likely, and I will confirm that on Wednesday. I've been going through some tests for the last 2 weeks with the doctor. We'll confirm that on Wednesday. But right now, what it's looking like is that 1 pill I'm still taking is working against me. My blood pressure, instead of being normal at 130, is now always around 115, 117, and sometimes it drops below that because the pill is taking me lower where I should be. So crossing my fingers, we'll see if it's true. And whatever he tells me, I'll go with it, right? If he says that he found something else, we'll adjust to it. But right now, what it's looking like after 5 years, 4 pills are gone, 1 is left, and that 1 is on the verge of going. That 1 is on the verge of going because loss of 40 pounds, cholesterol is good, blood sugar is good, energy is up, blood pressure is normal, and that pill is what bringing me down. Looks like it's working, right? And the key message I want to send you guys on this is that it's been 5 years. Some people have amazing results when they start juicing once a day and twice a day and so forth within a month, 6 months. For me, it's been gradual, right? I lost my 40 pounds in the first year, never took it back gain back that weight. But for the cholesterol and the blood pressure, everything else to level out, all that took years. It took 3.5 years for you getting to a stable point. Everybody's unique. I don't move as much as some others. I'm not a very active person. Now I do walk a lot, and things like that, but I don't do a lot of sports and things like that. So there is a caveat to the way I do things. I'm being very honest. Nobody's perfect, guys. No, so don't knock yourself when you're missing something. You're missing a juice, or you didn't do the exercise. You know what? Be accountable to yourself, and that's what matters. So to close the loop on, is juicing or smoothie good for you? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it is. And do it. If you start once a day, you'll start seeing the benefit. Now, you are putting more good in every day. There's nothing wrong with that logic. As long as if you're taking supplements every day, good quality supplements, if you're taking a juice, or you're eating salads, or you're eating fresh fruit, raw vegetables every day, you're doing something good. You want to balance things out. Your plate at the end of the day, when you look at everything you consume during the day, you want to be over the 50% that was good for you, right? If 60% of what you put in your body during the day has been really good for you, for your cells, for your body to recuperate, to thrive, to get better, to build your immune system, to clean out the toxin, to get rid of all the garbage, because sometimes you do at night go have a nice bottle of wine and a nice meal in a restaurant, things like that. That's okay. You're enjoying life, right? But as long as you're spending more time on the good side of town, you can go and have fun on the bad side of town. So with that, send me a message if you want to get my nutty protein drink. I'll send you the recipe for that for free, no problem. Like this page, share it with your friends. There's also the blog. You'll see it below. At richardabork.com. I'm looking at changing the name in the next few days. So when we do that, we'll announce it when it happens. And with that, have a great weekend, and take control of your health and become more. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.